The highest paid athletes of 2022. Who's the cream of the crop when it comes to the wealthiest athletes in 2022? Let's find out. This list includes athletes who were legendary enough to earn millions from their sports exploits even after their retirement. This is Best of Tens. Since you like this content, hit that like and subscribe button. Now, let's get to the nitty-gritty. Michael Jordan, $2.62 billion.
To go from. Here comes Michael Jordan. Fly. Slam it. They love it.
Jordan's highest paid year, salary-wise, was 1997 to 98, when he made $33,140,000, equivalent to $53,296,273 today, in his final season with the Chicago Bulls. It was a considerable increase above his previous salary and even exceeded the NBA salary cap at that time. According to Sun Times, Michael Jordan was paid $1 billion in March 2015 and $1.8 billion in March 2019. Moreover, he rose to a high of $2.1 billion in April 2020. Only 6% of Jordan's overall earnings came from his time with the Chicago Bulls and Washington Wizards, according to Sportico. Since entering the NBA in 1984, his projected total has been based on salaries, sponsorships, licensing, and memorabilia profits, and includes ongoing deals with Nike, Gatorade, Hanes, and Upper Deck.
Sometimes I dream that here's me. Got to see that's how I dream to be.
According to the report, Jordan collected an estimated $150 million in royalties from his key Nike partnership in 2021, nearly 2 decades after retiring from the sport after the 2002-03 season. Jordan's vintage shoes from his 1990s playing days have sold well after his retirement, and the Jordan brand drove Nike's fourth quarter sales and share recovery this year. Tiger Woods, $1.65 billion.
Johnny, that's better than most.
How about him?
That is better than most. Better than most!
Tiger Woods is a golf legend, but in his later years, he relies more on his tremendous brand than on prize money. Throughout his career, he has earned $1.5 billion in endorsements, appearances, and course design fees alone, despite the difficulties he had later in his career, injuries, and marital problems.
I am deeply sorry for my irresponsible and selfish behavior I engaged in.
However, Tiger Woods was able to earn $1.65 billion, putting him in second place on this list. Woods' bank account is still looking healthy, thanks to the $45 million he's collected from winning on the golf course and the endorsement deals he signed off the course. Arnold Palmer, $1.35 billion.
Somewhat yards from the hole. Well, everybody there likes it. How about that shot? Oh, come on. Come on, Annie.
The King didn't make much money on the golf course during his 50-year career. The sport simply wasn't as lucrative as it is now, but he converted his success into a big brand. Palmer made $1.35 billion in earnings through golf clothing, endorsements, and the Arizona Arnold Palmer drink. Lebron James, $700 million.
A ferocious slam at Millsap. Did you see LeBron? He jumped right out of the building. He looked like Superman.
LeBron Raymond James Sr. of the Los Angeles Lakers is one of the greatest basketball NBA players of all time. He is the owner of a production firm, a media organization, and the NBA's most prestigious sponsorship portfolio. James co-founded Ladder, a health and wellness company, with Cindy Crawford, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Lindsey Vonn in 2018. He is rumored to have a $100 million per year endorsement agreement. You might have heard that he began his career in Cleveland, then traveled to Miami to play basketball, and finally to Los Angeles. But did you know that he is the only basketball player in the world to have won championships with 3 different teams? Simply said, the championship follows him wherever he goes in terms of sponsorships, with the exception of a $100 million Nike agreement. According to Variety, he has amassed a fortune of $700 million over the course of his career. Many financial advisors believe he will be worth $1 billion before the end of the year. Cristiano Ronaldo, $620 million.
I guess, how many cars did your father have when you were 5?
Yeah, small cars, yeah, I mean.
Okay. Toys, but did he have an
toys.
actual car?
No.
He didn't even have a car?
No.
How many cars do you have right now?
I don't know.
Yeah.
As the most followed athlete on Instagram, it's no wonder that soccer great Cristiano Ronaldo has amassed $620 million in revenues over the course of his career. With his player contracts and ongoing endorsement deals with firms like Nike, Emirates Airlines, Tag Heuer, Coca-Cola, and others, that number should continue to rise as he enters his peak. He is a Portuguese footballer who captains the Portugal national team and plays forward for Manchester United. Ronaldo has won the European Golden Shoes 4 times and the Ballon d'Or 5 times, both of which are European firsts. Cristiano Ronaldo's annual salary is estimated to be about $50 million. He has also renewed his contract with Real Madrid, which will pay him $50 million a year for the next 4 years. In addition, Ronaldo has a $1 billion lifetime contract with Nike, with the majority of his earnings coming from match winnings and endorsements.
We're lucky to be hosting Ronaldo, who's here in America for a match.
Lionel Messi, $520 million. Lionel Andres Messi, popularly known as Leo Messi, is an Argentine footballer who plays forward for both PSG and Argentina. Messi has a total of 6 Ballon d'Or awards, 6 European Golden Shoes honors, and was nominated to the 2020 Ballon d'Or Dream Team. He is largely considered to be the top player in the world and one of the greatest players of all time. Between his contracts and sponsorships, he's made $520 million, being one of the highest-paid athletes in the world. Lionel Messi's net worth is primarily comprised of fees from brand endorsements, salary from the Argentina Football Association, and income from FC Barcelona. He has around 40 brand sponsorships around the world, each of which costs more than $5 million. Lionel Messi also supports non-profits such as UNICEF and the Red Cross. Messi's $27 million in endorsement money comes from the German sportswear behemoth Adidas. Kevin Durant, $200 million.
Whoa! Mom, check out Dad.
Honey, I think you struck my pajamas.
Looks like he was up late watching NBA on his phone again.
Why? Do I look tired?
No, you look like Kevin Durant.
Fine to me.
Really? He looks fine to you?
Go play. Mommy's got some things for Daddy to do.
Kevin Wayne Durant, best known by his initials KD, is an NBA basketball player who now represents the Brooklyn Nets in the NBA, and he is a living legend in his mid-30s. After 3 years with the Golden State Warriors, Durant signed a 4-year, $164 million contract with the Brooklyn Nets in 2019. In addition to having over $40 million in sponsorship money, the 11-time All-Star has invested in over 40 firms, including Postmates and Acorns. Durant's contract is for a whopping $164 million over 4 years and is due to expire in the 2022-23 season. Fans of the Nets, on the other hand, should not be concerned. The Nets signed their superstar to a 4-year agreement for $194 million in the previous off-season, which is slated to expire in the 2026 off-season. He also has a huge shoe deal with Nike and sponsors such as Google and Alaska Airlines. He's also got endorsements from 2K Sports, Beats by Dre, and Panini America. Conor McGregor, $180 million.
Very good. How are you?
I'm going to talk about money because we are the business network and the business of the UFC and all that
I'll take
sort of
over
stuff.
from here, Nate. You can bounce. take a coffee break, Nate. And by coffee break, I mean bring me my coffee.
No.
Conor McGregor's fight at UFC 257 wasn't the victorious return he had anticipated, with Dustin Poirier knocking him out in McGregor's first UFC fight since January 2020. But he was compensated for his time with an estimated $22 million. His selling of the whiskey brand Proper No. 1 was the actual moneymaker. He has 12 endorsements, bolstering an endorsement portfolio that includes DraftKings, Dystopia Contest of Heroes, and the Roots of Fight lifestyle brand. Dak Prescott, $107.5 million.
You want to get paid just like everybody else that does your job. It's the respect aspect of it for me.
Rayne Dakota Prescott is a quarterback with the Dallas Cowboys. His total earnings of $107.5 million for the 12-month period ending in April 2021 set a new milestone for NFL players. Prescott inked a 4-year, $160 million contract extension with the Cowboys in March 2021, which includes a $66 million signing bonus. Neymar, $95.5 million. Neymar, the Brazilian footballer, has earnings of $95.5 million. His pay is anticipated to be worth $350 million over the course of his 5-year contract with Paris Saint-Germain, which runs through June 2022. When you combine that with his $25 million in sponsorships, you've got one of the highest paid athletes in 2022. To say the least, the past 3 years have been filled with uncertainty and economic difficulty, with the global pandemic virtually putting life as we know it on hold. Even our highest paid athletes and sports stars have been compelled to accept wage cuts and forego the large sums of money they had been accustomed to. But leave your comments down below regarding the high salary of these athletes. And before you let your thoughts be known, hit that like and subscribe button. Plus, find more videos from Best of 10s by clicking on these videos.